Communication is one of my greatest passions, also one of my greatest interests in life. I truly believe that communication is the key to success in every area of life. If you want to have a great relationship, you have to be able to communicate with each other, to solve problems or discuss goals and plans, things you want to do. If you want to run a business, you have to be able to communicate with everyone through marketing to your employees, to the prospects or clients and customers you're working with. Communication is vital. It's vital in every area of your life. You have to learn to understand the communication that your unconscious mind and your body's giving to you when it tells you, hey, I need rest, slow down, move away from this person or this thing because it's not good for you. It's very important to start to listen to the communication you have internally. So communication is key. Like I said, for me, it's everything. And here's what happens with most of us though. If you can't communicate with yourself and your mind, and we either shy away because we're afraid to face what our mind's telling us, or we don't want to listen to the voices or our intuition, or we are embarrassed by maybe something we need to say or do. Like we're in a relationship, we become afraid to maybe talk to our partner and tell them what we need, something that's missing or something we want to work on, something they've done that hurt us, or maybe just something that we have that's inspires us, something we desire, and we're afraid to ask for it, become embarrassed or fearful. It's so important to learn to communicate, to speak your mind. When you do, what happens is you start on the path to progress, to finding the solution. It's funny because we get right to the precipice, right to where it's the moment to say what we need or make the change, and we shy back and retract a lot of times, and pull back what we need and don't say it. The problem with doing that is that you create a new problem. If there's something that you need to say or do, something that you need to speak up and tell someone, and you don't, you repress it and create a new problem in yourself. Now you'll have self-doubt, worry, regrets for not speaking up, maybe guilt because you could have said something to help someone and you didn't decide to say it because you were afraid to hurt their feelings or maybe ruin your relationship. But the crazy thing, the awesome thing is, as soon as you decide to speak your mind, the truth will set you free. Every step forward will provide you with positivity, with growth, with solutions and tools to better your results. So speaking your mind is vital, especially if you have children. I love working with clients who have, newborns or young children, like under, 5 years under, maybe 10 under, because they're so, they take in the information so easily, like a sponge. And when you start teaching yourself and those around you, especially your children, that it's okay to feel what you're feeling and to express your feelings and to speak your mind, it really empowers you as a person. That is something that I can say that changed my life and was a great value for me. My parents always allowed me to speak my mind. They actually promoted it and supported it. Something would happen in the world and we'd sit down and say, what did that mean to you? What did that make you feel like? And we'd unpack it and talk about what it meant. And I got very confident with being able to speak my mind and feeling that it was okay for me to have whatever the emotion was I was feeling. Because listen, none of us are perfect. We're all on this planet growing and learning and finding our purpose and our passions. And you have to be able to explore new ideas, new opportunities. And if you shut yourself down and close yourself off, or feel that what that you are thinking and feeling is wrong, then you're really limiting yourself and you're closing the energy off on the journey you're supposed to be going on. This should be a journey that's natural and unique to you. So again, the truth will set you free. Challenge yourself to start speaking your mind. When there's something you need to say, I think a good exercise, because it's hard to go from zero to hero with something you've never done before, but I think a great technique is the next time there's something in your mind that you need to say, if you feel hesitant to say it, if you feel fearful, embarrassed, whatever, afraid you're going to ruin that relationship, go sit down for a minute, take a piece of paper out and write out what you want to say and read it over a couple times. What will happen is we'll realize that sometimes we have problems articulating what we want to say too, and so we're afraid that I didn't know how to say it or I was going to say it wrong or I'd mess it up. So if you write it down, give yourself a moment. You can write it and rewrite it, and you'll be able to come to a place where you feel comfortable with the information. It'll also move you from what I call the emotional brain, which is, feeling all the negative emotions or something that's stressing you about it, and bring you down to a place where you feel logical and objective about it. You feel comfortable and confident saying what you need. So I hope this helps, and go out there today and speak your mind.